Welcome to Mike's Harder After Hours. I'm Colton.
I'm Joe,
I'm Don.
the filthy whore. So, it's June. It's Men's Health Awareness Month. Still.
Oh, Juneteenth is coming up soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that whole thing. Honestly, I don't. I don't know how to feel about the whole thing.
About Juneteenth?
Yeah.
It's been going on for like fucking 10 years now. You haven't fucking made up your mind about how you feel about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't... I don't understand its purpose.
They wanted a holiday.
They should have pushed and got a whole month, like the gay people.
There is a whole month, but they just don't get to like stay home from work. Mostly because they already don't.
What I don't understand is that none of the people that were freed are still alive. So, who's celebrating?
They're celebrating their kind of freedom.
But yet they yell oppression and want
the
fucking
white
reparations.
men are holding them back, Joe.
Yeah, I got my thumb on two of them right now. I don't understand. Like, the people that were actually freed are no longer with us. And the people who are not descendants of those that were freed want us to pay them for it.
Yeah, that's how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. If I wasn't so anti-DNA testing, I'd look to see if I was part Irish. I'd demand reparations, too.
I know I'm like a third Irish.
Because they only put the head in?
I don't know, something. 1 inch out of 3, baby.
Just the tip. You saying Irish people have small penises?
I don't know.
Because that's what it sounds like.
I have no idea. I've only ever seen mine, and I'm not full Irish, so I don't know.
I don't know. You got to be like 80% Irish.
So in the spirit of the Men's Mental Health Month, there's a couple guys on X that I want to talk about. There's I'm going to call him a kid. He's probably an adult, but goes by the Hull Boy. He just ran the length, and I'm probably messing this up, but he just ran the length of the UK. Took him 50 days, and he raised over 100,000, whatever their dollars are, for mental health awareness. Not specifically men, but mental health awareness. He was on kind of like a weight loss journey, and then just got this motivation to do this run, and that was cool to watch. I watched every day for the entire trip, and it was cool. It was fun to watch.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then there's another, I'm going to call him kid because I'm a lot older than him, Ethan Bernard.
Never heard of him.
He's from somewhere here in the States, but yeah, he's on a weight loss journey. He started at 500 and I want to say 517 pounds, and he's been every day posting at least once a day how many steps he's putting in. And the first time he did 10,000 steps, you could see the anguish on this kid's face. Like, that was a lot of fucking work. It was dark out by the time he got all of his steps in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's inspirational to me. I don't have fitness goals or anything like that, but like the Ethan Bernard
Fitness piece of pizza in your mouth.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But the Ethan Bernard, he talks about, like, hey, we got, we need to be brothers and we need to talk. You need to reach out to somebody.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, I'm motivated by this kid. I really am. I'm motivated because he's doing it. So, and he said something, I think it was yesterday. That's probably why it's fresh on my mind. He said something yesterday about, I'm really feeling it. I don't feel like I can do it, but I'm not going to give up. So, now that I've fucking blown a windbag, what's everybody's week been like?
Just
Crazy.
work.
Next week's gonna be crazy for me. I got one person off for most of the week.
Just hire a stripper to come in and work for the day.
So pay myself double time. Yeah. Got one person off from like Tuesday on. I don't know why she didn't just put in for the whole week. I would have.
Right.
I'll be doing double duty.
By the time my day's over tomorrow, I'll have 50 hours in for the week.
Slacker.
Dude, it's killing me. I'm like, I need the money. I want the money. But my body's like, dude, you need to take a break.
Yeah. That's what the weekends are for, is what they say.
Well, I was telling the one guy today, it was 2:30, we were over cutting carpet, and him and I were talking. And I'm like, some of the guys that work for us, you know, they're putting in 45, 50 hours a week. And they're older than I am. I'm like, I don't understand how. I said, I'm dragging ass by 2 o'clock. I can't function.
It might have something to do with what we do on our weekends when we're supposed to be catching up on rest and shit.
Could be. But, what the hell did I say to him? Oh, I was like, you know, I'm up early as shit. 5 o'clock, I'm up, out of bed. I'll get in my shower. I'm like, well, I might as well go to work. I can't go sit on my couch and play video games, so I got my daughter at the house. So I've been going to work at 6 o'clock every day. By 8 o'clock, my body's like, why are you at work? You are dumb.
Yeah. Fucking, what was I thinking of? I get up 4:30.
Right.
By 8 o'clock at night, man, I'm ready for bed. And then on a Saturday night, when you keep me up until 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, sitting here shooting the shit,
That's only once in a blue moon. Come on.
and then I wake up.
It's your other buddy that keeps you up longer than I do.
And then I wake up at 7 o'clock the next morning, and I'm
Giggity.
like, well, I need to fucking just get up.
So your other buddy keeps you up more than I do.
I kick him out. I don't
Out of
ever
the
kick
bed
you
or
out.
out of the house?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Out of the house, for fuck's sake. No.
No,
No.
they haven't slept in the
Oh,
front.
you don't kick him out of the bed. You just kick him out of the house.
They don't go to the front room, so.
Damn, you're bending him over the bar? That's wild. Ew. The Badusi.
I have a lot of things to say about stuff at the bar, but I'm going to keep it under wraps until I'm not being recorded.
I feel like there's a funny story here that I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, there's a few. But yeah. Yeah, that 2 o'clock in the morning, I recovered until this morning.
All right.
Oh, yeah, and then this morning, I got home from work yesterday, and I got a trash tag off the fridge, set it on the counter so I'd remember to put trash out.
Mm-hmm.
I go to leave for work this morning, and I get in the car, and I look down the driveway, and the person across the street's got their trash out. And I'm like, you idiot, it's Tuesday. And then I pulled down to the end of the driveway, and all of my neighbors have their trash out. And I'm like, oh, I'm the idiot.
Shit,
It's fucking
back up.
Wednesday. So I had to back up, run back in the house, bag up all my fucking trash, and get it out to the curb. And I'm leaving, trash picks up at 7 o'clock. It's like 5 till, 10 till. I come in the house and bag up trash, take my fucking glasses off, leave them sitting on the bar. I get to work, don't realize I left my fucking glasses at home until at work. I'm like, God damn it. I'm not old, but I'm sure showing signs.
Right.
So, either of you been paying attention to what's going on in LA?
A little
Been
bit.
trying not to.
Trying not to. What do you know about it, Colton?
I know that it's a protest.
Do you know what it's a protest about?
It's a peaceful protest.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
very
peaceful
peaceful.
Peaceful protest.
Something about ice.
So they're protesting ICE deporting people.
Don't fucking break the law, asshole.
Well, here's the fucked up part. And this is when I watch the fucking news, they don't report this whole thing. They just say it's a protest about ICE deporting illegal immigrants. That whole thing last weekend was not an ICE raid. They'd been doing an investigation. Homeland Security, ICE, ATF, IRS, DEA. They had been doing an investigation on this series of businesses, and they had a warrant signed by a federal judge for suspicion of money laundering and passing money to a drug cartel in Colombia or Mexico. So when they raided, the DEA and Homeland Security had the warrant. ICE went because there was they suspected they had illegals working there, either willingly or otherwise. So they raided a garment warehouse, and they arrested a whole bunch of people that were listed in the warrants on suspicion of money laundering and drug charges. And then they arrested anybody who was there illegally. They were looking for underage kids that were being forced into labor, indentured servants, shit like that.
Yeah.
It was not an ICE raid. They didn't invade that warehouse just to arrest people to deport. They went there to take down a criminal organization that potentially has laundered over $100 million to a drug cartel in Colombia or Mexico. So this whole quote unquote protest is bullshit. The only people that got fucking arrested were the people that were here illegally or were involved criminally.
Well, Joe, they should be able to be here illegally.
But
They should
the
just be
deal
able
is,
to walk through the door.
Dude, the people that were not involved in criminal activity but were here illegally, they get put on a plane and sent back to their country of origin and get handed $1,000. Like, look, we know you broke the law. Here's a free flight.
Where the fuck's my free flight and $1,000 when I broke the law?
I told Gillen today at work, I was like, I want to go to like 6 different countries, and then I'm going to go to Mexico because they're going to send me home for free. Because try going into Mexico without fucking paperwork. They'll fucking deport your ass right fucking now.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's such a problem when we fucking do it.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to stray a little bit. Under the Mexican Constitution, you cannot protest. You cannot protest against the government. You cannot protest against any agency. But their fucking president told illegals in this country and Mexican immigrants in this country to protest.
Man, it's almost like it actually works or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole thing in L.A. it was not an ICE thing. The only reason ICE was involved is because they knew that there were illegal immigrants working there. They didn't know how many of them were actually involved in the criminal activity. But the ones that weren't involved in the criminal activity, the only offense they've done is be here illegally. They get put on a plane, and when they land in whatever country they're from, They get $1,000 to start over.
Right.
Here,
Here, try it again, but do it the right way.
yeah. And I've seen a bunch of people on X like, I feel for you. You've been here 20 years, but you had plenty of time to, try to do it legally.
Yeah, after 20 years, if you can't become a fucking citizen, after living here for 20 years, that's on you.
I do feel bad for like the Mexican guy that's here illegally. He's been here 20 years. Do I feel bad for him? Yeah, I do.
I don't fucking feel bad. You broke the law. You didn't fucking try and make it fucking right, and that's
he's been here 20 years and he's got kids. I get it. I understand. But, dude, if you would have self-deported, you would have been able to come back into the country legally. But you didn't. You chose not to. You go into any fucking airport right now and say, I'm here without papers. I need to fly to Guatemala. The United States government will pay for your ticket. And when you land in your home country, they will give you $1,000. All you have to do is self-deport.
Can I self-deport myself to Bora Bora?
Can I self-deport to some nude beach somewhere?
Yeah.
Put my toes in the water, my balls in the sand.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Oh, and to all the fucking people that are like, Trump's a fucking tyrant and he just hates fucking Mexicans and illegals. I want to point out that during Obama's presidency, he deported more people from this country than any fucking president ever in history.
He just wasn't loud about it.
He actually was.
Yeah, he was very loud about it.
He was very loud about it.
But I mean, like, loud about it in the sense of, like, it wasn't on fucking national news every night.
It wasn't on national news because he was president.
Well, yeah, black guy deports a bunch of Mexican people. Doesn't exactly make good headlines.
I actually pulled this up before we started recording. He deported 3.1 million non-citizens, which means illegal aliens. And that does not include the people that self-reported and left. Over 5 million people left this country under Obama. Trump hasn't touched anywhere near that number.
No.
So anybody that wants to cry that, Republicans were the bad guys. I remember watching speeches of oh damn it, Clinton talked about immigration. We have strict border laws, we're going to enforce them, and I'm still going to have sex with that intern in the office. He talks about that. Obama talked about it.
Yep.
Fucking every president in my entire lifetime has talked about getting rid of undocumented, aka illegal aliens. But Obama has the highest number of all presidents ever in the history of this country.
But the news ain't going to report that.
Fuck no. Just like they don't report that it wasn't an ICE raid.
Right.
They report that it was a fucking ICE raid. They failed to say that the ATF was there, the DEA was there, the IRS was there. They don't report any of that shit.
Right.
And now we're gonna have this No Kings protest across the country. I feel bad for the fucking idiots that do that shit in Idaho. I'm on X watching this shit like, ooh, this is gonna go bad. Because
that's gonna get bad.
The minute they think of fucking Foot Locker as their reparations, it's gonna go shit sideways. Colton looks like he wants to say something.
Just thinking.
Or he just wants to poop. I'm not sure.
I do kind of have to poop.
Oh, Jesus.
I can wait.
We had time before the show. What the hell, man?
You pooped.
You could have said it my lap.
I heard you in there. I was not going anywhere near that bathroom before we fucking got on there. All the way good. Fucking speaking of pooping, I fucking, like, on lunch today. I'm about done taking a shit. I try and shit on my lunch because like I get there early and I don't want anybody to fucking say dick to me because that'll piss me the fuck off. So I try and shit on my lunch. Dude comes in like as I'm wiping. And the fucking new toilet that they put in rocks. I don't know if they didn't put it in right or what, but it rocks front to back. So, like, as I'm fucking wiping, it's rocking. Well, the guy must have heard that, like, oh, fuck yeah, this guy's about done. And fucking, it sounded like, you know in, like, sci-fi movies when they get shot and their whole body explodes and it makes that fucking the squelching noise? That's what it fucking sounded like. It sounded like he exploded inside of the fucking stall next to me. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here, dog. Like, fuck. And then I'm standing there washing my hands and the machinist walks in. Must be a fucking good time for everybody to take a shit. The machinist walks in, goes into the stall, and immediately comes back out. He's like, I'll give that one a minute. I was like, yeah, I don't fucking blame you.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't co-occupy a fucking bathroom when I got that to do.
Nope.
I was in there first.
I don't shit at work, so.
I was in there first, goddammit.
The only time I had no fucking choice, the few times in my life,
Right.
it has not been good. Detroit Airport. That sucked, because there's like 30 stalls in that fucking bathroom, and just as many urinals. Taking a piss is one thing. That's no big deal. But fucking stuck in Detroit Airport. Oof. Man.
Nah, dude. I wouldn't shit in Detroit Airport if you fucking paid me to.
Well, nobody was going to pay me enough to shit my pants.
Oh, dude, I'll shit my pants. I don't give a
Oof.
fuck. Shit my pants, wipe with the underwear, fucking throw them out. I don't give a fuck.
Olive Garden all over
I
again.
don't, yeah, I don't give a single shit. The one stall that I tried to fucking go into the first time I flew, like shit on the wall and all of the fucking toilet paper that's wet all over the fucking seat and shit. I'm like, not a fuck. Like, how do you do this unintentionally? Like, this was intentional. You wanted to destroy a bathroom just for funsies.
What time were you in the airport?
This was when we went to Florida 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago probably. Hold on.
It had to have been like super early in the morning or really late at night.
It was super early in the morning. It was like, I think we got there at 4:30.
Because by mid-morning...
2022. June of 2022.
By mid-morning, late morning, and late afternoon, that shit's all clean as fuck.
Yeah, no, it was fucking nasty as shit. And I was like, this is, like, I'll fucking hold it. Like, we have a connecting flight that's an hour. I'll just fucking hold it.
The only public bathroom I've ever shit in was Buc-ee's
Yeah.
in Kentucky.
I'd go there.
And that's because you have your own personal stall. It's all block walls.
Yep.
With an actual door.
The person who takes care of that bathroom makes such good fucking money.
And they do a
That-
damn good job at it, too.
Fuck yeah. I mean, if I was making fucking close to six figures,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I'd eat bologna off the toilet seat if I was making that kind of money. Fuck. I can't believe what they pay people. That's amazing to me.
No shit.
And to be competitive, you know? How can you be competitive and pay that kind of fucking wage?
Right.
They have to be, like, buying in such surplus, such bulk.
Oh, I'm sure they are. But
That's crazy to me. An evening general manager can make like 130 grand a year.
I remember the first time I stopped there. It was on one of the trips home with Isaiah. And I just had to piss. And I walk in, and all the urinals, you know, they're small dividers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's pretty fucking busy in here. I'll go to a stall. And I just see the guy that cleans. He's standing there washing everything. Go into the stall, take a piss, come back out. And as soon as I come out, that dude was in there cleaning. I'm like, all right, I can shit in these bathrooms.
Yeah.
If it's like that every time I come here, and every time I've been there,
Did you tip him? Did you tip him?
I didn't see a tip jar. But I would have.
You should have handed it to him.
He was in a hurry.
The guy wouldn't have taken it. He was holding a spray bottle, a rag, and Donna just touched his wiener.
Right.
I saw a prank video last night. I can't remember the guy's name, but a real tall, lanky fucking guy. And he's standing outside a 7-Eleven wearing a 7-Eleven shirt. And this dude walks up and he's like, I think I'm going to quit my job. Doesn't work there at all. And the guy's like, why is that? He's like, well, I got in trouble because I was jerking off in the bathroom on my break. And I can't work for a place that I can't jerk off in the bathroom. And the guy's like, well, what do you want to do with your life? And he's like, I don't know, man, but I got to work somewhere where I can wake my fucking willy. Like, if I can't jerk off in the bathroom, I don't want to work for that place. And the guy's like, well, do you have any, like, goals or anything, like, for what you want to do? He's like, maybe you should check out OnlyFans, man. Like, and the dude was really nice and, like, actually, like, a whole vibe about, like, giving this guy advice. And the guy's pranking him, but he was being so genuine. And at the end of it, the guy walks in, and the dude standing in line that was telling him all this shit about OnlyFans and how he needs to fucking, like, oh yeah, chase your dreams, fucking go make money jerking off on OnlyFans. And dude standing in line, he walks up, and he's like, I quit. And the Indian dude behind the counter is like, what? And he's like, I can't work here anymore, I quit. And he's like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna go start OnlyFans. And the dude that fucking was saying that was in line was like, hell yeah, brother, go fucking chase your dream. Like, I'll have to send you the fucking video because
The guy behind the counter, okay, come again.
like, aside from the fact
and again.
aside from the fact that it was actually hilarious, that guy is like who I strive to be as a person. It doesn't happen most days, but that's like who I try to be.
Which one? The one that wants to jerk off, or
No.
The guy that was encouraging him to do it on film.
Well, no, the guy that was just like being like really positive. Like that is, I don't know, just the energy that the guy had in the video. It was like, that's a cool ass dude. Like I would love to sit and drink a beer with that fucking guy.
yeah, probably.
Of all the people in the world right now, famous or not, alive or not, who would you like to just sit and drink a beer with?
I have not a fucking clue. That guy in that video. Fucking put me on the spot here.
Well, if I
Yeah.
take out family,
Right.
I think I'd want to sit and have a beer with Barack Obama.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm serious. I honestly think that just on a personal level, I could have a conversation with the guy.
I don't think he's a bad person by any means. I just think
Well, I want to
that-
ask him what happened to his chef.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You wouldn't.
So I'm lost too, but
But I wouldn't mind sitting down and having a fucking beer with the guy and be like, all right.
No, I think he's probably more relatable than we think he is. I think it's just that in that situation with the Democratic Party, like, it's too many.
That's part of the reason I'd want to sit down and have
Too
a
many
conversation
things
with
are
him.
like being controlled behind the scenes, and I'm not saying that there isn't the same thing happening with the Republican Party. There is,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
but like,
to sit and drink a beer with someone, right meow,
Right now.
right meow. I'd have to say George Washington. I've always liked him.
Oh. I've always admired that even after the drafting of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution,
Right.
and he was elected president, they wanted to make him king. And he was like, no, you dolts.
Right.
That's what we wrote up this shit for.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I've always admired that he went back to work after he left the office, you know?
Right.
I've always admired that. Yeah, that's a good choice.
That has to be my first choice. Would be Washington because
Yeah, I could see that. You could ask to see his teeth.
I'd ask to borrow them. Like, hey man, you're dead, but can I borrow your teeth so I can live on?
Can I get a cigarette off you? I don't have any fucking pouches with me.
Yeah.
You want the rods? You want the lights?
I don't know. Cigarette's a cigarette.
Cigarette's a cigarette, he says.
When you don't smoke anymore, they are.
So, we've given our two. Who would you pick?
Dude, I don't have any idea.
You can't say John Travolta. He's not dead yet.
You said alive or dead.
Yeah, I know. Oh, boy. He's chewing on his tongue. It's going to be a good one.
He's gonna be like Michael Jackson.
He'd be like, did you really do McCulkey? Macaulay Culkin. Did you really do it?
Circle back. I'm going to have to think about it. I don't know.
If we say circle back, we're going to forget.
I'm not going to forget because I'm actively thinking about it.
Yeah, but you're not going to be an active participant in this conversation if that's all you're thinking about. You kind of got that ADHD going for you.
Too many fucking choices.
The smoke's coming out of his ears now.
I saw on news one night Barack Obama was in a fucking bar and holding a long neck bottle.
Right.
He was just a normal dude at a bar.
As a person, I wouldn't mind sitting down and having a drink with him.
Me either. I also wouldn't have a fucking issue with hanging out with that guy that sucked his dick. That guy seemed pretty cool. He was on Tucker. Or no, Barack sucked his dick. Whatever it was. Yeah, he was on Tucker Carlson. That guy was really cool. I wouldn't mind hanging out with that guy either. But I would really enjoy a conversation with Obama. I think asking where his chef went would be fun. Because this chef was a professional swimmer and was waterboarding and died in 3 feet of water. Like, that's odd.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I would love to know what happened there.
I was like, you and I are pretty easy to please, I guess. Like, we can sit and drink with anybody, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. As long as the drinks are good.
Yeah. Drinks are good and conversations are good. I can sit and drink with anyone.
I think if I had to pick anyone, it would probably be... I don't know. I'm stuck between Leonardo da Vinci and Ben Franklin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Both good choices.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can't decide between one though, because either way, like, I feel like Leonardo da Vinci would, I don't know, so much longer ago that I think it would be a good conversation. Aside from the fact that we probably speak different languages. This is the you can't ask me a fucking open question like that. I think about every aspect to it.
We'll get you a translator, don't worry.
Yeah. I think that would be a good conversation, like, from the engineering side. But I think it'd be a better conversation from, like, the political and, like, personal side from Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin would be a good one because he was an ambassador.
Right.
He was an ambassador to France during the Civil War. So he would be a good one to be like, you know, how did you convince France to help fund, you know, the North? That would be
Blowjobs. Lots of blowjobs.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's a lot of the older ones though, like Thomas Jefferson,
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt. I'd like to sit with all of them. It's just bullshit.
I'd go hunting with Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah! All day.
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah. I'd give him $5 because he died poor. He died poor as shit.
Yeah, he did. Got all of his fucking work stolen. Could you imagine you invent a whole bunch of cool shit and somebody with like more means
The
to do it?
motherfucker invented wireless electricity,
Right, but
and we still don't have it. That's fucking blows my goddamn mind. Like wireless electricity. How do I not just have an outlet in my wall and no wires?
there is wireless charging.
Yeah. Where do you think they got it?
But could you imagine you invent a whole bunch of cool ass shit that would make you very wealthy, and somebody with better means to actually do it just takes it from you and is like, sucks to suck, nerd.
Yeah. Sucks to suck. That's exactly what I was thinking. Sucks to suck. I haven't done 1/3 in my life what these men have done.
Well, and they only lived to what, like 35, 40?
Some of these guys lived quite
Well, I mean,
a while.
some of them, but like the average age of death was so low at the time.
Are we talking like beginning of this country?
Even at the beginning of this country, it wasn't near what it is now.
Because I said Barack Obama. He's
Wow,
gonna
talk-
live forever.
Probably with all his money, yeah.
Well, yeah, and he keeps taking lives to rejuvenate his own.
Dude, I keep seeing all this shit on fucking...
He's like, I'm learning from Hillary.
I keep seeing all this shit on Twitter about how this generation of people are going to live forever. And I'm like, no, they won't. The only way that's going to work is if you have to pay some, like, fucking... You got to pay 10 grand a month and you can live forever. Like, I'm sure they have the means to make a person live hundreds of years.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, yeah,
But-
'cause they're just taking the head off and putting it on a younger body, and
Like, there has to be some way that, like, people could live longer than they live. I mean, look at some of the species on Earth that are living for hundreds and thousands of years. A lot of them being aquatic, but still.
Yeah, and I attribute that to the purity of the oxygen in water versus the oxygen that we breathe.
I mean, that doesn't
And
help.
I'm not a climate change activist, so don't get your fucking panties in a
but
wad.
even that argument, like, before civilization, people weren't living that long, and there wasn't, like, as much pollution.
Well, if you're a believer in biblical stuff, people in the Bible were living 900 years or more because man was created to live forever, right? So at the beginning, before Eve served up the devil's dinner, they were meant to live forever, but she convinced Adam to, take a bite of the devil's slice, and
that must have been some good pussy.
oh, it had to have been.
Had to have been.
Dude, it was the original.
Dude, imagine. Like, we're not getting no great value brand over here. It's
No.
brand name.
That was the original. That was God's first draft.
It's all downhill from there.
you know how drafts go. Being an engineer,
Just imagine, like, think of, this might be hard for you. Think of the best pussy you've ever had. Granted, you can't say it. Obviously, I'm sure. But think of the best pussy you've ever had. Just imagine if it was twice as good, if Eve was. You'd just be fucking all day long.
I would have definitely taken a bite of the devil's dinner. Yes. Yeah. It would have been awkward seeing my kids getting married to each other. But I mean, Hey, if it's half as good as your mom's, have at it, buddy.
This took a weird turn.
Yeah, it did.
My mom's gonna listen to this and be like, dude, you guys are just messed up.
Not sorry, Mom.
You still arguing with that lady?
No.
That got Colton on his phone. He's got no time for this podcast.
I can do both. I'm not like you old fucks that are like one finger typing.
Except that you leave this void of there's nothing going on. It's like we were having a good conversation,
We
and
still
suddenly
are having
Colton's
a
on
good
his
conversation.
He's not like us old fucks, but at least we responded with one another.
I respond when I see it. God damn it! It's not like I'm like, nah, fuck them. I just don't see it.
I guarantee if it was a sweet piece of ass like Eve, you'd be like responding immediately.
Dude, I don't even respond to pussy half the time. Granted, mostly because I don't really care about pussy anymore. But like,
He went celibate for a couple of years.
it was 5.
Gets back
It was
into
5, thank you.
gets back into it. Now he's claiming, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, pussy is pussy. I'm not that worried about it. I'm trying to fucking work on myself.
I was like, oh, this chick hit me up the other day. Oh, this chick. Oh, this chick.
Don's just trying to fucking throw me under all 18 wheels right now. Don's like, I'm gonna fuck. Oh, there's a semi.
What part of yourself are you trying to work on?
Oh, I'm trying to lose weight.
I got that. You ordered salad for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking to. I'm trying to keep under 1,500 calories a day.
Is that the only part of your life you're trying to maintain?
Well, for like my weight, yeah. I haven't like started. I need to go up to the fuck's it called? That little physical therapy place by the post office.
Oh, Fulton County Health Center there?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a gym in there that you can get a membership. It's like fucking $20 a month. And they have a pool and shit, which is nice. JD was trying to get me to go with him. He's like, well, we can go together. We can lift weights together. I'm like, dude, I'm not going in there trying to fucking lift a bunch of weights with you. I'm trying to go in there to fucking, like, I want to
He
swim.
just wants to go underwater and be like,
You're so fucking stupid. But, like, I want
I was going to get the water and go,
Well, the biggest thing I want to do is I want to strengthen my lower back. And I was going to buy equipment to do it at home. But I know, regardless of how much money I spend on equipment, doing it at home, I'm not going to have the motivation as going somewhere to do it. Like,
That
if
is
I
true.
go there to do it, I know while I'm there, I'm actually going to do it. It could sit at my fucking house for 3 months, the equipment can, and I might not touch
and
it.
Joel will be like,
Yeah, he'd be like, get this shit out of my way. But so like I'm just gonna do that, and I tried to explain that to him. He's like, "Well, if you're not trying to like actually work out," I'm like, "That is working out. We just have different goals for what we want to do." Like I'm not. If you want a spot, if you need me to spot you, I got you. But like other than that, I'm not trying to sit there and just fucking do squats and fucking bench press all day.
you want a spot? You're gonna have a fucking bar on your neck and you're gonna choke to death on the fucking bench because I'm over here in the pool.
I've thought about getting a gym membership again, but I won't go to that gym.
Why?
That's where my ex-wife goes.
Oh, I'll tell her hi if I see her.
She's single. I mean,
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you though. I appreciate the offer.
She might fulfill one of those fantasies you have.
I don't have any fantasies that have to do with Don's ex-wife. None. Not a fucking one. No, I have been thinking about going and trying jujitsu though.
That would be
that'd be one I'd be interested in.
yeah.
Well, my thing is like, I don't know. I'm kind of awkward, and I know I'm awkward, and it's like stage fright almost. I feel like I have stage fright before I've even been there. I feel like I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot.
You're gonna look like an idiot.
Right.
It's par for the course.
Yeah.
Well, I get
You're going
that.
to an
Dude,
idiot because
I've
you have
listened-
no idea what goes on.
I have listened to enough people being exposed to Rogan 15 years ago, and all the people he's ever had on, they all talk about jiu-jitsu, right? Every one of them will tell you you're going to get fucking embarrassed because you're going to get taken down, you're going to get fucked up. It's like the learning curve. It is what it is. Especially when you first go in. Because you don't know what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You know, you take instruction, but then they show you, this is how you failed.
My other problem is, like, I have a plan for the progression of how I want things to go. Not just with jiu-jitsu, but, like, between the working out. Like, I need to start working out. I need to strengthen my lower back a little bit before I start fucking doing any sort of martial arts.
I think I would probably start with martial arts.
I would.
You don't think that'd fuck my back up?
No, you're going to actually learn stuff to help strengthen your back, too.
Oh.
I'm still
okay, starting-
recovering from getting squeezed half to death.
I'm sorry.
How long ago was that?
Oh, shit. That's been
I'm still wearing a back brace.
4 weeks?
Yeah. I'm still wearing a back brace. Fuck, man.
Sorry.
The other thing is,
Don't be
like,
sorry.
there's been a couple of things in that building, and it seems like none of them last very long. Granted, from what I've seen on their
They
Facebook,
don't last long because people don't patronize them. You have to actually, go there and do what
that's
they're
what I'm
offering.
getting is that from what I've seen on their Facebook, there's quite a few people in there that are local, like Albert, the tattoo artist that used to be uptown. He's now in Archbold with Ryan.
Yeah.
He goes up there.
Yeah.
So, like, at least I would know somebody, I guess. But from what I've seen, there's quite a few people that go there regularly that are local.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign.
I know if Dave was still around, his boys would be taking classes.
Right.
Because that was one of the things that, like, he wanted to get them into. Not just for the self-defense aspect, but the fitness aspect.
Well, that's the other aspect of mine is the self-defense aspect would be nice. Like, yeah, I carry, but who's to say that that's going to fucking actually be a viable option when that time comes? And I might actually have to fucking fight somebody.
Yeah. I mean, well, and not when you carry, not every outcome has to be I had to shoot him.
Well, no.
You know,
it would be
when
preferred not,
when you-
actually.
yeah, well, absolutely.
I don't want to have to fucking live with some...
When you're accosted by a fucking crazy person and they come at you and you know that you can just subdue them and hold them until police get there, that's a way better option.
Yeah, I don't want
than-
somebody's life on my fucking conscience, regardless of if it was legal or not legal,
Yeah.
or if I was in the right. Regardless of what the situation is, I don't want that on my. I don't want to have to sleep with that at night.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, to have a second form
Right.
of, all right, it's an unarmed person. They are,
Trying to attack me or whatever.
Yes, please. I'll take one. Yeah, if somebody's trying to attack you, but all right, they're unarmed, and I have a second form,
Right.
it'd be sweet to just roll them up, hold them
Right.
until fucking cops get there, and then they can wad that egg roll up and stick them in the back of a squad car. You know, that would be sweet.
But yeah, that's the like. Not the main reason that I want to try jujitsu. The fitness is, but that would be a nice, like, addition.
Another plus. So you know how to subdue the woman, and you
yeah.
can be fitness in her butt.
Yeah, until that turns around on me and it's fucking. He knows jujitsu. He fucking held me there.
He pumped me like a soap dispenser.
Pump me like a soap dispenser is the most diabolical thing I've heard in like 2 weeks. That's crazy fucking work.
You'd hear
Joe.
more if you were here more often.
That's fucking crazy work.
I blew Doc's mind the other day when I said it'd be easier to teach a goldfish to fly. He was like, what? I don't remember what the hell we were talking about. I'm sure it was about the red basket bobber. But I was like, yeah, it'd be easier to teach a goldfish to fly. And Doc thought that shit was the funniest shit in the world.
All right, we got 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That went pretty quick.
Hey, did you
it did.
see that we got some new followers?
Yeah, I texted you about it.
Yeah. But did you actually see who they were?
Mine doesn't show me who they are.
I have no fucking clue who these people are.
Yeah, I don't. It shows you?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe I just don't know how to look at that. I don't know. I'm better with technology, but you've been using YouTube at a lot larger scale for a lot longer than I have.
Well, it's been around a while.
Well, yeah. But on top of that, you use it all day at work.
Yeah, I went through the notifications, and yeah, I have no clue who these people are. I kind of want to give them a shout out, but I didn't plan on it, so I don't have any notes or anything.
Yeah, we got
I'm
like
old.
fucking 13 subscribers basically in a week. Because we were at 37.
We made it to 45
Yeah.
organically, and then a woman at work found out we were doing it, and so she was 46.
I didn't even realize that we were at 45. The last time I checked 2 weeks ago, it was like 30, around 35.
Yeah,
give or take
last
two.
week we were at 46.
Okay, yeah. 2 weeks ago when I looked, we were at 35, give or take 1 or 2.
Yeah. So somebody else was like, I got 3 accounts.
Which I still don't understand how we're only at 50 when we had like 300 views on the first video.
Because they weren't going to subscribe. They were just like, what's this?
I mean, I can't really say anything. There are fucking people that I watch on a regular basis on YouTube that I'm not subscribed to. Their shit just pops up on my feed.
Yeah, same. There's a lot of stuff I don't subscribe to. I just type it in and find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're at 50. We can do lives if we want to, which I actually kind of want to do one just to do it.
Right.
That way I can say shit about gay retards and raping Palestinian kids. Because why not, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Emails that we've gotten mostly about telling you people telling you that you're wrong.
Tell me that I'm wrong about what? I haven't been
Everything.
on the podcast in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how the fuck am I wrong?
Another one was WKRP. Nobody knows what that show was.
Not a fucking clue.
WKRP in Cincinnati. It
Why does
was-
that sound familiar?
Fucking Katie, bitch, where's my episode?
That's an old one, dude.
Yeah.
That's old.
Dude, these are the only ones that are showing up. I don't know where the fuck you're getting these emails from, but I'm not seeing them.
I'll show you when we're done recording. But
Oh, Doc subscribed a couple days ago.
yep. Yeah, Red Basket Bobber didn't give him much choice. Give me your phone or I'll do it for you. Give me your phone. Because we got so close to 50 that it was time. But now I want to do a live episode. Mike's Harder Podcast at gmail.com. Mike's Harder Podcast on X. Yeah. I try to stay current.
Hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't, eat a dick.
I'm drunk a lot, so I'm wrong a lot, especially when it comes to history. And don't criticize me for wanting to have a beer with Barack Obama.
Fag.
Fag. Fucking gay-ass retards. Oh, yeah. And trannies are just retarded faggots.
Well, on that note, granted, nobody's going to make it to the end of the podcast anyways, probably.
They're not.
On that note, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
See y'all.